This lecture is about the developmental stages of African clawed frog, that is Xenopus laevis. Xenopus laevis is an important developmental biology model because it is easy to keep, ovulates at any time of the year in response to the hormone injection, and developed externally. The fertilization is external. The egg is mesolithal type with large amount of yolk present at the vegetal pole. Here you can see the upper hemisphere of the egg, the animal pole is dark, the lower hemisphere, the vegetal pole, is light. After the fertilization, the first cleavage occurs shortly after fertilization and form the two-cell stage. The second cleavage forms the four-cell stage, and the third cleavage is horizontal, which is closer to the animal pole, resulting in the 8-cell stage. So here you can see the 8-cell stage morula of the frog embryo. The cells which are present at the animal pole, they are known as micromere. The cells which are present at the vegetal pole are big in size, containing the yolk, is known as the macromeres. The next stage is known as the blastula stage. At this stage, a fluid-filled cavity appears in the embryo. This is a fluid-filled cavity appears in the embryo, and the cells, they keep on dividing, and uh, the macromeres are present at the vegetal pole while the micromeres are present at the animal pole. The next stage is the formation of the gastrula. The gastrulation begins with the invagination of the cells which are present opposite to the point of sperm entry. They start moving inward into the embryo and form a pore-like structure which is known as the blastopore. This is the early gastrula stage when just the blastopore start forming. The next stage is the gastrula stage, how it looks like in the later stages. During the late gastrulation, all the three layers, that is the ectoderm, endoderm and mesoderm, are visible. Here you can see the outermost is the ectoderm, the middle one is the mesoderm, and the interior one is the endoderm. There is another cavity appears which is known as the archenteron cavity. The blastocele cavity has been displaced, and the cells which are present between the dorsal and the ventral lip, the two lips are formed at this stage. On the dorsal side, this is known as dorsal lip. Ventral side, this is known as ventral lip. This is the blastopore, and the cells which are present on the surface are known as the yolk plug. This is known as a yolk plug, so this stage is also known as a yolk plug stage. This is how the gastrula look like from the outside. This is the sagittal section of the gastrula, and this is the whole mount of the gastrula. Here you can see the yolk plug is visible on the outer side of the gastrula. The next stage is known as the neurula stage, where you can see the formation of the neural tube. This is the cross section of the neurula. Here you can see on the dorsal side the ectodermal cells which are present just above the notochord, they start forming a plate-like structure. This plate-like structure is then fused to form a tube-like structure which is known as the neural tube. So this stage, that's why this stage is known as a neurula stage. This is how externally the neurula stage look like. Here you can see the neural tube, just neural fold start forming and start fusing. This is the next stage of the neurula stage. Here you can see that is the almost the fold is almost fused. Again, this is the slide showing the different stages during the neurulation. This is the plate stage, this is the fold stage, and when the fold, it completely fused to give rise to the neurula. This is the several different the frog at the different developmental stages. Here you can see the tailbird stage, and this is the shape of the body is now becoming much more like a tadpole. Here you can see the embryo is having still the adhesive glands which are living off their embryo, and they are also having that external gill. This is known as external gill stage as well. The next stage is when the embryo is more looking like the tadpole, is starting looking like more like an frog. The eyes are obvious. Here you can see the body look like tadpole, and now they are actively swimming and feeding for themselves. So this is a mature tadpole. Here you can see the back legs are obvious and the front leg is about to emerge. This tadpole will be metamorphosing in a short time. Finally, this is the female xenopus and this is the male xenopus. So this is all about for today's lecture.